What is Tighnari?
So Tighnari is no worries. So Tighnari is a character in a game called Genshin Impact. I was recently announced as the voice. They have an incredible fan base, and I'm very, very honored to take that role and bring him to life. Really a dream come true for me. I've always been a huge fan of just anime, video games. I've always been in the voiceover world, but never had an opportunity to play.
Bubble Guppies.
Yes, Bubble
That's
Guppies.
fucking right,
I
dude.
was Gil, the guy with the blue hair.
Yes. Oh my God. We were working at Nickelodeon at the same time, but we met before I worked at Nickelodeon. But I remember when you were working there doing fucking Bubble Guppies. Damn. Anyway,
That was so fun.
Sorry.
What a great. You're right. And to compare those two, I would say that this game has a much larger fan base, at least a fan base that's very interactive.
A little bit different than Bubble Guppies.
Yeah, all I can say is that when that role was announced, I had a flood of people that were so kind and so supportive and so excited that all these memes were being made of Wimpy Kid and Tighnari, and I was like trending on Twitter. I was flying back from London to LA, and it was like I was trending on Twitter, and someone just literally just sent me memes of my Wimpy Kid character and now my video game character outfit. It was just like, and then even the author of Wimpy Kid texted me and said, "Hey, congrats on the video game. Just getting all these weird memes of my character dressed up in random clothing." Sick. And I'm like, well, that's part of the video game. But very grateful, and it's a wonderful game, honored, and I'm excited to hopefully meet more of those fans, and if they want to check out my music too, which a lot of them have, has been really, really grateful for that.
What does he sound like?
Hey, Tighnari here. So he sort of just sounds like this, but he also, he's a little nerdy, so you have a little bit of like you put the resonance in your nose because he's a botanist. So he takes after the people in the area that he lives.
Well,
Pretty fucking sick.
How do you find that voice?
Well, what's interesting is, whether you're live action, voiceover, etc., you get a character description, and then you do your interpretation of that. So I think when I auditioned for him originally, my audition was probably just more so Zach, like more excited and more rasp in my voice. This seems to be a lot of the voice that I do for a lot of my voiceovers, stuff like that. And so when I eventually got the role, I worked with the voice director, and Chris is his name, wonderful guy. And he said, I feel like we should make this our own a little bit more. And so we went in this direction because Tighnari is essentially, he's a genius, but he's also very thoughtful and very caring. And not to say that typically people who are very smart sound nasally, but we thought, hey, it's a video game. Let's pick a trait that might make him, I don't want to say more unique, but bring him to life. And that's what we settled on. It took a couple of recording sessions to hone it in, as anything would, right? You have to practice and get better at it, but I'm very proud of the direction that we went in, and again, like, so much fun bringing that guy to life. And again, the response has been, I'm very nervous whenever I as everyone here is aware, sometimes when you can join any type of project, especially one that's been going on for a long time, it doesn't just come with positivity. There can be backlash and whatnot. And so I was ready for whatever was going to come. I just knew that this big fan of this world. Anime has always been, just my older brothers instilled that into me when I was younger. I love the values and the life lessons that a lot of these comics, I should say manga, or manga, teach and instill, especially when I was younger, to work hard and just believe in yourself. That's at the core of a lot of them. I can't speak for all of them. Anyway, that being said, a lot of this world has tremendously talented voiceover actors, the Genshin world. And so I feel like now that I'm a part of this cast in this game, I'm finally accepted in this crowd hopefully, ideally. And I'm very respectful of that too, because again, that nostalgia aspect of whether people are watching Wimpy Kid or how most people would freak out when they meet maybe insert huge actor here, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, etc., Denzel Washington. I'm that way with people that brought anime to life.
Yeah.
Like that was my youth. That's how my brothers and I bonded. We would talk about Naruto and all these other interesting anime shows. And so now the fact that a lot of these fans are now fans of my music and supporting me and taking the time to follow me and reach out to me and defend me too is surreal, right? So it just goes back to that same tangent of the situation that we are all in. Is we're so lucky, so lucky.